Hello, Blue family. Let's take a look at this great video regarding people don't comply with the law, don't comply with the officer's orders, lawful orders, and how the officer reacted and what he did. Okay, we're gonna talk about what we can do, what you should learn from it, and other things. Okay, so let's check it out. I just came back from some great training, drug interdiction for highway interdiction, and actually some of the stuff that you see right here will apply to it, and how to talk to people, what to tell them, and what case law backs up the officer in his lawful orders. Okay, so there's a lot to learn, guys. There's a lot to learn. So pay attention and share this video. Okay.
I need to see.
You don't need to see anything. I'm a traveler, not a driver.
I understand you're not a traveler, but I'm talking to the female driver.
She's a traveler too. She doesn't need any identification.
But I need her license.
You don't. Driver's license is if the state converts a liberty into a privilege, the citizen can engage with the right with impunity. Driver's license is a privilege.
Okay, I still need to see the driver.
No, you don't.
I go drug traffic infraction.
No, you don't. Is it any crime? You just said you took an oath to the Constitution, and yet you're pulling us over, and we don't have a crime. You don't have a corpus delicti. You don't say we robbed anybody. We didn't kill anybody. So you're out of your jurisdiction, and you're finna lose your job. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You took an oath to the Constitution, sir. You're pulling us over without a crime.
No, there's an infraction.
There's not a crime. A infraction is not a crime. An infraction is not a crime. You just said you took an oath to the Constitution.
Okay.
Okay.
So what this guy is trying to do is trying to confuse the officer, trying to give him paperwork that is not related to the traffic stop. I mean, I don't even know why this guy is talking. This traffic stop is going to be between the driver and the officer. Nobody else should be talking. Nobody else should be getting opinions out. As officers, we don't care. We don't care what you think. We don't care if you know the law. It's between the driver and the cop.
In the Constitution, where it says none of these legislations or regulations that you're saying is in the Constitution.
I still need to see a driver.
No, you don't, because I'm not a driver. I'm not a driver.
You have an ID.
I don't need an ID. I'm a traveler.
Okay, so seems like the officer asked the passenger for some identification. I don't know, each state is different. Of course, you have to check with your prosecutor, with your state laws. Here in the state of Texas, it says that if you're lawfully detained, you do not have to identify. Okay? So the driver has to identify because state law says that every driver must have a driver license in order to operate a motor vehicle on a Texas roadway. So in this case, this guy, if he was in Texas and he said, no, I don't have to give you my ID, he's absolutely right. Unless you have reasonable suspicion that this guy is doing something else wrong or committed a crime, then if you're going to arrest him, then he has to identify.
We're travelers. We're travelers. We don't need identification. All right. You want to keep? That's another second. We're going to sue this whole state. You're finna lose your job, sir. We know our rights.
Okay, listen, buddy. Yeah, we know you're an internet lawyer and you watch a video or read something, whatever. And yes, you're going to sue us. Oh, wow. Amazing. Get in line, brother. Come on. Don't be afraid for people saying stupid shit like that, okay? Tell them to shut up and, move on. If I was this officer, I would have dragged this guy out already and arrest him for obstructing.
You're finna lose your job. No, you're finna lose your job. You're finna lose your job.
Does anybody have any forms of identification at all?
Identification is for a driver, not a traveler. We're travelers. Free men traveling free on the land and in the land.
Okay.
Call your supervisor up here. Read that paper. You already took the paper.
All right, you just heard he mentioned that you took the paper. I already gave you the paper, whatever. All these people that are free inhabitants, bullshit, or sovereign citizens, and blah, 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 blah. They're going to start giving you paperwork that is irrelevant to the traffic stop. And again, it's just to distract you. Do not take it, okay? If it's not what you asked for, then no. Tell them, no, I don't want it. I don't need it. Okay. They're gonna try to explain to you what it is, whatever. Or even before you take it, it's like, hey, ask. What is this paperwork you're trying to hand me? Oh, is the whatever. I don't even know what they use anymore. Then tell them no, I don't want it. I don't want it. I just need driver licenses. Okay, that's it.
So you know that you're in the wrong because it has it all on the paper right there. Read it. Read it. Tell him to what you read on the paper is true because we're not drivers, we're travelers. You just said your whole job, your whole entirety of your whole being is on the Constitution. But you're not upholding the Constitution, but you're saying you're upholding the Constitution.
Is 1304 still paid, or?
Yeah, call him over here and read that paper too.
Okay, pop quiz. Can you ask the driver or the passenger to step out of the vehicle for any reason? And what is the case law that lets you do that? I'll tell you. Let's watch a little bit more, and then I'll tell you.
All in the wrong right now. It's no crime.
Well, like I said, I've observed traffic infractions.
It's no crime. That's not a crime. That's not a crime. Did we steal anything?
I don't know where this traffic stop happened, but in the state of Texas, Class C misdemeanors, and which is our traffic stops, those are actually arrestable crimes. So yes, in Texas, you can get arrested for running a stop sign or crossing the yellow line. Crossing the yellow line. I'm sorry. But there's two exceptions. Number one, you cannot arrest for speeding. Or number two, for open container. You have to give that person a citation. Unless there's other circumstances, but yes, those are the two exceptions.
Did we kill anybody? What? Did we rob anybody or did we kill anybody? Did we rob? No, answer the question. It's on video. Answer the question. Did we rob or kill anyone? Did we rob or kill anyone?
I'm explaining.
Did we rob or kill anyone?
Okay.
Did we rob or kill anyone, sir?
I'm pretty sure this officer, he was trying to be polite. He's trying to look good. Like you say, he's recording, which, I mean, it shouldn't matter, but I'm pretty sure that's how he is. He's polite. He's trying to give people plenty of opportunities. This guy keeps interrupting him. I mean, that will piss me off right away. I don't deal with that shit. So, like, again, if the officer's trying to explain and this guy keeps interrupting, that should be, like, done right away. However, I am pretty sure this officer's in the middle of a highway or in the middle of nowhere, because I can see in the background there's not a lot of houses or it's not an urban area, and he might be waiting for backup. So he's trying to play the nice guy, which is fantastic. You guys should do that, okay? If you think this might turn out fast, you need all the backup you can get.
Did we or did we not? You're on camera right now. We're going to sue this whole state. You're finna lose your job.
Okay.
Lie.
Sir, I'm trying to be patient with you.
It's no patience. You don't need to be pulling us over. We're not drivers.
Like I said, I observe traffic infractions.
It's no.
And all I want to do is confirm whether you have a valid driver's
Speeding,
license or not.
driving without a license, wrong place or no plates, no registration, no tags have been held as non-arrestable offenses. Okay. I can give you the codes too if you want them. I do not consent to anything you're saying. I don't even know who you are. You don't have 3 points of identification. You don't even have your name tag on. You don't have 3 points of identification. You could be trying to kidnap us right now because you're harassing us right now. We're free beings.
Come on, man. You're ugly, and I don't think the officer wants to kidnap you for any reason, okay? And I'm not sure nobody will pay any money for you. So I'm just saying.
Harassing us right now. You're not upholding your job. You are not upholding the Constitution right now. You don't have no corpus delicti, sir. You can tell your officer that because I'm pray because he's not going to understand what we're saying. Father, we're praying to you right now. Close this. Close it. Almighty in heaven, we're coming to you right now to get this demon to flee from our car right now. Get him, Father. Get him, Father, right now at this very
this
moment.
Dude. Oh my God, I would laugh if he was that cop. This dude really, like, he's praying, and then he's telling God, like, get him. I mean, like it's a dog. Come on, dude. This is just funny. But anyway, okay, let's move on. So the answer to can you ask the driver and or the passenger to step out of the vehicle? The answer is yes. Okay. The case law that dictates that is going to be Pennsylvania versus MIMS with 2 M's. So look it up, Google it. The order to get out of the car issued after the respondent was lawfully detained was reasonable. This is part of the case law, what the court said, and thus permissible under 4th Amendment. The state justified such order, which will be officer safety. Okay, that's why we did it, or this person did it. Is both legitimate and weighty. And the intrusion into the respondent's personal liberty occasioned by the order being, and at most, a mere inconvenience. It cannot prevail when balanced against legitimate concerns for the officer's safety. So the court weighed everything, and according to them, they're saying officer safety should not be trumped over like the 4th Amendment. It's a minimal intrusion to ask somebody to step out of the vehicle.
All they do is take your law and your words and your ways and twist them around. Tell him to get away from us right now. Tell him to get away from us right now, Most High. Please, the Creator, the Almighty of everything there is, the all-sovereign being of all. Let him get Father in heaven and on earth and within us and around us. Get him away from my car right now, Father. Please get him away from my car right now. Get him away from my car. They're finna break our window. Please get him away from my car. Please get him away from my car right now. Please get him away from my car right now. Please get him away from my car right now. Please get him away from my car right now, Father. Please get him away from my car right now. Please get him away from my car right now, Father. Please get him away from my car right now. Please get him away from my car at this very moment, Father. Please get him away from my car. Please get him away from my car right now. Please get him away from my car. Oh, Father, please don't let them shoot us. Please don't let them shoot us. Please don't let them shoot us, Father. Please. Oh, forgive me for my sins, Father. Forgive me for my transgressions. Forgive me for my ways, Father. For everything, Father. Oh, I do not consent to anything. I do not consent to anything. I do not consent to anything. I do not consent to anything.
We do not consent. 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 We do not consent to anything. 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 You guys are telling. We do not consent to anything. We do not consent to anything. We do not consent to anything.